Previously on History's Weirdest Heists, we met the guy who walked out of a museum with a Monet and the madmen who stole an entire bridge. But those weren't the only ridiculous heists in history. Let's get into part 2, featuring syrup, royalty, and pure stupidity. The Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist, 2011 to 2012. Now, when you think of valuable heist targets, you probably picture diamonds, gold, or at least cash. But in Canada, the biggest crime syndicate heist in history was for maple syrup. Between 2011 and 2012, a group of thieves in Quebec managed to steal 3,000 tons of maple syrup worth $18 million. That's more money than some actual bank robberies. How? They secretly siphoned the syrup out of government storage barrels and replaced it with water. No one even noticed until they tried to sell it. And that's how we ended up with the most Canadian crime ever committed. The guy who stole the crown jewels, 1671 England. All right, let's go old school. Back in 1671, a man named Colonel Thomas Blood decided he was going to steal the actual crown jewels of England. Now you'd think breaking into the Tower of London would take an army. Nope, this guy did it with pure audacity. He disguised himself as a priest, sweet-talked the guards, and convinced them to let him see the jewels. Then in broad daylight, he and his crew just bonked the guard on the head and started stuffing royal treasures into their pants. They almost got away too, until they were caught literally running out of the Tower of London with a stolen crown. But here's the craziest part. Instead of being executed, King Charles II was so entertained by the heist that he just let them go. No punishment, just a, hey, nice try. This might be the only time in history where attempting royal theft actually landed someone a pension. So, what have we learned? Apparently stealing brilliantly is optional, because history is filled with criminals who succeeded through sheer overconfidence and stupidity. Who needs a high-tech plan when you can just walk out with a crown? And that concludes history's weirdest heists. Now go forth, stay legal, and maybe, just maybe, keep an eye on your local bridge. You never know who might walk off with it.